Hey, what's up guys? MKBHD here. You know we gotta do it. A new iPhone launch means a new iPhone breakdown. And that's exactly what we're doing today. Today we're diving into the pros and cons of the latest and greatest from Apple, the iPhone 16. We're going to be taking a look at everything from the design and build quality to the camera, battery life, and of course that new software experience. Alright, let's kick things off with the design. Right off the bat, the iPhone 16 looks familiar, but with some key refinements. We've got the same flat-edge design language that we've seen on the last few iPhones, but the edges are even more refined, almost feeling softer in the hand. Apple's calling it aerospace-grade aluminum this time around, and it definitely feels premium, a step above the 15. They've managed to shave off a bit of weight too, which is always appreciated. Now, one thing I noticed is they've slightly shifted the position of the buttons. The power button is a touch lower and the volume rockers are a hair more recessed. It's subtle, but it makes a difference in the hand, especially if you're coming from an older iPhone. Let's talk about the camera, because that's always a big deal with new iPhones. On paper, the iPhone 16 boasts some serious camera upgrades. We're looking at a new 48 megapixel main sensor, up from 12 on the previous generation, which should translate to even more detail and better low-light performance. They're also really pushing the computational photography side of things. They've added a new image processing chip, which they're calling the A16 Bionic. Apple says it can process trillions of operations per second, which is just insane. Now, in my testing, the photos from this thing are seriously impressive. The level of detail you can capture is incredible, and even in low light, the images are sharp and clear with minimal noise. Chapter 3. Now, let's talk about battery life. This is always a big one. Apple claims that the iPhone 16 has the best battery life ever in an iPhone. And you know what? They might be right. I was able to squeeze out a full day of use, even with heavy use. We're talking hours of screen on time, lots of social media, some light gaming, and even a bit of video streaming. A lot of that comes down to the new A16 Bionic chip. It's more power efficient, which means less drain on your battery. Of course, your mileage may vary depending on your usage, but overall, I'm really impressed with the battery life on this thing. Chapter 4. Okay, let's dive into the software. The iPhone 16 is running iOS 17 and it feels incredibly smooth and responsive. Everything just flies on this phone. But beyond just the performance, there are some cool new software features. One of the things I really like is the enhanced focus modes. You can customize them even further now, which is great for productivity. There's also a really cool new feature called Live Activities that basically gives you these rich, real-time updates from your lock screen. For example, if you've got a food delivery on the way, you can see exactly where it is on a map right from your lock screen. No more unlocking your phone and opening up the app every 5 seconds. Chapter 5. And now, the moment of truth. The iPhone 16 starts at $799 for the base model, which is in line with their previous releases. Now, that's still a lot of money for a phone, but I think when you look at everything you're getting, the premium design, the impressive camera system, the long battery life, and the new software features, it does feel like a pretty solid value. Of course, if you're rocking an iPhone 15, it might not be a worthy upgrade. But if you're coming from an older iPhone, or you're just looking for the best of the best in the smartphone world, then the iPhone 16 is definitely worth considering. So, there you have it, the pros and cons of the iPhone 16. Apple has delivered yet again, bringing some notable upgrades to the table, especially when it comes to the camera and battery. But as always, the decision of whether or not to upgrade is a personal one. Let me know in the comments what you think about the new iPhone. Are you planning to upgrade? What features are you most excited about? Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more tech reviews, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.